Mall of America. It's home to world-class shopping, great dining, and amazing attractions and events. And these are our stories, presented by Bloomington, Minnesota Travel and Tourism. Hey, Mall of America fans, welcome to So Much More. Today's episode, I am your host, Jill Renslow, joined by my colleague, SJ. So welcome, Sara.
Thank you.
So we're excited. We have some local celebrities in the studio today, and it is going to be girl talk, and we're going to have so much fun because you've probably heard their voices on the radio show KS95, and it's fun to have them live in our studio. And for those watching on YouTube or on our website, you can tune in to see Staci Matthews from Staci and Hutch weekdays 2 to 7 p.m. and Dez from Crisco, Dez, and Wes weekdays mornings from 6 to 9:30 a.m. So welcome, ladies, to So Much More.
Thank you.
So we're going to jump right in because both of you are known for your humor and keeping us laughing and entertained on our drives to work, going home, and everywhere in between. So for those that might not know you off the air, give us a quick story of how you got started in radio. So Dez, why don't you get us started?
I was just at the end of high school and I got like a scholarship. I was going to college and then I went into a radio station to record something and I fell in love. Like the people in the morning were just talking and having so much fun. And I was like, oh, I want to do this. Then my mom said I had to go to school still. So I switched things up actually. And I came here to Minneapolis to go to Brown Institute, like the radio TV school at the time. No longer with us. So I came here, I did a 9-month program, and I fell in love. I was in. So
that's amazing.
Then by the time I was just turned 21, I got to come back to the big city.
And we love having you in this marketplace. You bring so much energy. I love your personality on air and also in person because we've been able to do a lot of fun things over the years. Do you remember your first day and what that was like?
Okay, my first real big girl radio job was in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, because you have to start in the smaller markets normally. And so my parents were dropping me off. I was probably 19. And I mean, it truly was like
That's so young in my mind.
Because I only went to 9 months of college.
Right.
I learned it all. I crammed it in. Truly, I had no idea what I was doing. But my parents were dropping me off. I'm walking into my first day. I am so nervous, so excited. And as I'm walking in, the guy who hired me is screaming really bad words and flipping off the building. He's running out and he goes, "Good luck."
Oh my gosh.
He got fired.
Oh, wow.
So then I'm like, oh my gosh, I just got here. I'm like almost in tears. I'm like, oh no, he hired me. I'm probably not going to have a job. We came from Montana. We're in South Dakota. And the general manager came and scooped me up and he's like, you know what? He needed to go. He was probably not somebody who should be your boss. And that's fine. You're still welcome here.
The stars aligned.
What shift did you do?
I was hired for middays, but they quickly realized I didn't know what I was doing. So they moved me to nights within like a month. And I worked there for a little bit. Then I went to Omaha for a year. And then by the time I was 21, got the call from KS95.
Amazing.
Wow.
What a story.
That was a rapid rise. Good for you.
Yes.
Okay, Staci, let's hear your story. How did you get started in radio?
Well, I was always a theater nerd. So I was a little performer. And when I turned 16, I could get my own job. So I promptly went to the Kmart and worked in the shoe department. And I hated it because it was, I just didn't like having to shove my hand in the shoes to put the laces in and you had to put one toe this way, one toe this way. And I just didn't enjoy it. So then I had heard one of my schoolmates was working, there were 2 stations in our town, and she worked at the country one, and I thought, well, I could do that. I mean, it's just mimicking, right? So I went to the station, the other one that was in the town, and it was just like 2 blocks from my house, and I said, do you need any help for the summer? And they said, yeah, we could use that. So I said, sweet. I quit the other job, and I ended up doing stuff like helping them lick the envelopes for billing.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
I typed up stuff. There were typewriters. I don't know if anybody remembers
Oh,
those.
yes. Oh, yeah.
And I would just like take out the garbage, just whatever they needed done. And then I said, hey, if you want to do commercials where there's like 2 people in it, I can be like the mom in the commercial. So eventually I ended up doing like running the controls for like Twins games and, church live on Sundays. And I came home one day and my mom was having coffee with her friend and she said, well, how was your first day? And I said, oh, I'll be on the air in 6 months as a joke. And my mom was like, oh, honey, don't get your hopes up. Trying to get me to like not, hurt myself, my little feelings. And I was sort of mad about that. I was like, what?
I can do this.
It probably gave you a little fire.
Oh my God. Did it ever? I was on the air like the next month.
That's amazing.
So, but that was in Devil's Lake, North Dakota. There's not a lot there, but it did fuel me. And I ended up working through high school and then going to college. Mom and Dad said, you have to have something to fall back on.
But that's smart. That's smart. I was mad at my parents, but I'm like, it's a good advice.
Yeah, it really was. And so, I ended up getting a degree in television production, which I've never used, but you never know. Once I retire from radio, I might just go downstairs at our station and say, do you guys need any help?
There you go.
Because here I am.
I'm available.
So there it is. Yeah.
So over your career, have you had any interesting oops that went on air?
No, my career has been perfected.
Flawless, in fact.
Absolutely flawless. One of them,
She's like, well, wait, are we going to share anything or not?
I've had a few. I'm not sure if this one would be, the only inappropriate minds would get this one. We had, in another small market in North Dakota, we had like the Beatles song Birthday. And so parents would call in and say, will you say happy birthday to my little son, Johnny? And we are in Egan Valley or wherever they are from. And it's from Mom and Dad and the sister. And so I would have to read all of these. And this was a long list.
And they're like, you say it's your birthday.
Happy birthday. And so it was, all of these were, and it was like a minute and a half. And I had to do this long list really fast. And I was very talented at reading fast. But sometimes.
Oh, no.
So, and then we gave away a cake. So the kid's name was
Oh, no.
Cody Junt.
And
And that's the end of that
That's
story.
the end of that story.
That kid won the cake. Isn't that lucky?
I bet he did.
And then one time we had our shtick for the summer was 10 songs in a row or $10,000. Now we had no intention of giving away $10,000, but it was just like, hey, we just want to point out we're playing 10 songs in a row. Well, one time I was working overnight and I was tired and I think I only played 9 and someone called to tell me, oh my God, I get $10,000. I'm like, dude, if we're going to give away 10 grand, we're not doing it at 4 a.m. And he's like, oh.
Yeah.
So I talked my way out of that one. Oh, that was bad.
My bad.
And your flawless career.
100%. The one that makes me laugh, which is also teetering on the line, but okay, so I was actually on it wasn't on KS95, thank God. It was on one of our sister stations.
Yeah.
They had me over there because I was teaching them pop culture right before, like once a week. Yeah. I was doing that. They knew nothing. They were like old men that were like, who's Britney Spears? And I was trying to explain, and I just forgot. We were on the radio, and she had just done a performance, and she yelled, rock out with your out.
Oh, no.
And I said, she just last night. And I fully just said it. And everybody's just laughed, and then it went silent. And I went, oh, no, was I not supposed to say that?
You're like, oh, that was out loud.
And then I'm like, it's technically not the worst thing I could have said.
No,
I don't think you
great.
can get in trouble for it. But yeah, someone called and was like, Dez, how does she not get in trouble for that? And I'm like, just because I don't really work here, bye, see you later. There's been plenty of other things, but that's the one where I'm like, okay, whoops.
Yeah.
Think before you speak.
Yeah, sometimes though, when you're in conversation with, people that you know, and you just can't help it. You just don't think about it because you're just having a chat.
Exactly.
So you have to behave yourself all the time.
Yes, but as listeners, we love when things like that happen.
Yes.
It makes it unexpected, entertaining.
Yeah.
And
that's when you know
fun.
we're
you're real.
Yeah.
And just have fun.
One that's just embarrassing that I cannot live down. You probably remember this.
I was on your side.
No, I
she knows exactly what it was.
Nope.
Is it the sergeant one?
Yes. Okay. So I'm reading and I say, it's a story about this guy. He's a veteran, and I called him Colonial.
Oh, no.
Colonial. I called him Colonial, whatever. And I'm like, what? They just were like, are you kidding me? Dez. You mean Colonel? And I'm like, no, it says Colonial. And no, that's just how you spell Colonel.
It's just the
that
English
is true.
language and how
I
messed
guess
up
I have
it
not
is.
eaten a lot of Colonel Sanders chicken.
Well, nobody ever spells it out. It's
that's
always
true.
COL. So
It is.
Yeah.
I think I sent you something to try to make it right.
I think you
for
did. You're like, I mean, I could understand. And
I tried to spin it for you.
damage was done.
So I love the energy you guys have together. So talk a little bit about, obviously being on air is one thing, but being off air and the relationship that you have or the relationships that you have with other colleagues. How does that work? And how is this for the two of you?
Well, it's fun when we're together because we don't get to see each other.
No.
I mean, you think we would, but because we're opposites. Because she's gone by the time I get to the station usually.
And if I'm still there, I'm not happy about that.
right, yeah.
If it's 2 PM and I am still there, I'm like, oh. But I mean, I've been at KS95 coming on 23 years, and you've been
22 and a half, maybe.
So it's shortly thereafter. So like I remember you being hired and showing up. Like we've done so
But
many
you were
fun
middays
things. I did middays.
when you started, and then I was afternoon. So that's when I got to know her
Yeah.
because we would see each other then, and everybody at the station right now, except for Wes, I guess, because he's the newest, and maybe Pidge, but we've all worked either close with each other or on each other's shows.
Yeah.
Like, Ryan just left, but he started as the afternoon show producer, and then he went to nights, and then he went to the morning.
Yep.
And then you went from middays to mornings, and then Crisco was our producer for a while, and then he went to morning. So it's like we've all known each other, and when you do a show together, you are so close because you're in that little tiny room and. You know each other so intimately because you're about to do a thing and one of you is like, on the verge of tears for whatever reason. You're like, what's wrong with you? Well, you got to tell them. So, you know each other inside and out.
Absolutely. Well, KS95 has been part of the fabric of our community for a long time. You guys have obviously been there for decades, and the impact that you have on the community is like no other, and just really appreciate what both of you have done personally, but also with the station. And would love to talk about that a little bit. Because being a local radio station, you have the opportunity to have a voice, to make a big impact, to partner with a lot of different community organizations. So talk a little bit about your personal involvement in the community and how KS95 has been able to give you a platform to have that voice. So if you want to start, Staci.
Okay. Well, I think the biggest thing I have done personally is when I told everyone I had breast cancer and decided to go through that publicly. It wasn't an easy decision, really, because I thought, well, I'm going to be like the cancer princess now for a while. And so that is going to be sort of my thing. And it was hard because I got tired of being known for just that. I just didn't, it was a constant reminder. If I forgot for a second that I had cancer, oh yeah, here's a reminder. Yeah. So and then finally when we let that charity go to try to do something different, it was kind of a nice relief. But it was all worth it because I have had so many women tell me that when I talked about it, it helped them. And some of them said, I'm going to check now myself.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And literally the day I talked about it, I think 3 or 4 women said, I found something.
Oh, wow.
And that was, I still get chills thinking, wow. Because if they hadn't looked, if I hadn't talked about it, they might not be here. And so that is amazing.
So you did the right thing.
So yeah, so that was, that's probably the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
Huge.
That's huge.
It's like you think you're just talking on the radio, but you like saved somebody's life.
Yeah.
People's lives. Yeah.
It feels
Amazing.
That
It's
feels
crazy.
crazy to me, yeah.
I mean, that is the neat part of this job. We're goofing around and we're laughing and we're having fun, but we also have a lot of serious things. And like the morning show, we just got tattoos together.
Cute.
And this means, the semicolon means to be continued. It's all about mental health awareness and suicide awareness, which I lost my brother 20 years ago to suicide. So we got this as a symbol of like, you want people to see it. You want people to ask you about it. And God, why do I always get emotional?
I know.
Sorry.
I'm trying to not do that.
I know. Sorry. But it's so cool because who would have thought like, I sit in this room. Wes has only been with us for like a year and a half. And it was his idea. He's like, would you guys get a tattoo? Because he also has had it, loss in that way. And so was our producer. And Crisco has been like so close to all of us with all of these things, and he's just seen it. So to have a group do that, and then you guys do your, mental health awareness, your music therapy, which we've all, been
That's
part
kind
of.
what we switched to was mental health.
So it's been very cool that we've had people also, say, thank you for normalizing this. Thank you for talking about this. So many of our listeners went and got these same tattoos. Like we're in this together. So there's that. But then I think the most proud probably is the almost $25 million that we have raised over the last 25 years for KS95 for kids. And this last year, just $1 million right here downstairs at Mall of America. We make this our home for like the weekend and we raise a lot of money, and things have changed a lot.
And we can't do it without you guys.
I know.
So thank you so much for that.
Oh, you guys, it's like you roll out the red carpet.
Huge impact. Well, and it's funny because when I used to be in the events team, that was one of the events that I helped coordinate. And it was just so impactful because yes, it's a lot of work, and you guys dedicate a ton of time on air to make a difference.
All year. You don't realize. You think it's just like
money
that
that's raised is crazy. And then that was tied with the Clouds Choir, which was always one of my favorites. It was just such an emotional time to see thousands of people throughout the community come and have matching T-shirts, to have that amazing visual in the rotunda, to sing the songs for Zach Sobiek, and for you to host that with us every year. Like, it's just amazing to see how we can create the foundation of those events, host them here with you, and the power of the channel that you use, and to millions of dollars. It's just phenomenal. So thank you for dedicating your time and resources to make that possible. Because I know that SJ and I every year shed a few tears.
Oh, so many tears.
So emotional.
It's
ridiculous.
the worst cry face. I've tried to work on it for years, and it's just.
I know. You have to do it on stage. I get to be hidden.
But then I see you, and I'm like, no.
I know.
So speaking of Mall of America, what about other fun memories? You guys have done a lot of events here, but even personally, fun behind the scenes or memories that you've had here, if there's anything you want to share.
Parents moved here before I did. And so I forget where I was living, but I remember I was flying here, and my mom was telling me about the mega mall. You've got to see the mega mall. And I'm like, oh my God, tell me about this mall. Oh my God, what is it really big? What is it? Wait, well, it's not done yet. I'm like, oh my God, when is it going to be done? When is it going to be done? And we were so excited. And we used to lose our car at, Columbia Mall in Grand Forks. I thought, is my dad going to lose the car? So we would take pictures, and make sure, write it down, make a rhyme for Dad.
So do you have your parking spot now that you go to so you don't lose your car?
Well, now you have the great, things. Now I know them all like the back of my hand, so it's fine. I'll be all right. I have, all the things, the apps that, ding where my car is, so it's all fine. But yeah, we were so excited. Now I'm waiting, water park. So excited. Waiting for the water park to start.
So are we. I'm sure you are. Waiting.
Come on.
Also excited.
So are my children.
Yep.
We are all waiting and optimistic about that.
But yeah, the hotels are beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Radisson Blue is a great restaurant.
Yeah, I mean, truly, we are here so often. I feel like so many work events, but so many fun. We had my daughter's birthday party here.
Fun.
Was it 2 years ago that we did it? I mean, I've had her birthday party here. This is all she wants. Like, all she wants is Mall of America.
You have a lot of options.
Yes.
No, she wants to ride all the rides. She wants to do all the shopping. She wants to go. I don't even remember the places, but they make those cool shaped cotton candies.
Yes,
that are
sweets.
They're so cute.
Yes.
And then she just eats it like it's no big deal.
How
I'm
old
like,
is
stop
she
it.
again?
She just turned 10.
What a fun age.
Yes. But then my son, who has just turned 6, he said this next year it's his turn. He thinks he's big enough. He can have his birthday party here.
That's true.
He said, yes,
we are going to welcome him in.
That little party deck area.
People. Just give us a call.
Guys.
Just give us a call.
But I just feel like over the years, like I remember moving here, and that was what I was most excited for. I'm like, Mall of America. And I didn't live too far because I lived in Bloomington. So, I mean, I truly was here a couple times a week. Lunch, shopping, first dates.
Okay, so since you guys are resident experts, I need to know, if you had 24 hours straight at the mall, what are your must-have things to do or to buy?
Cocktails.
Oh, for sure. I call
Start with
it.
the cocktails.
Are we going to Crave first?
Yes, we'll have like a martini at Crave and maybe a little snack.
Yep.
I just like it at Christmas time doing this because we call it Christmas cocktailing, and all it is shopping and drinking,
Right.
which is great. It's a perfect
We
place.
Makes it more
highly
fun.
encourage that. It is very
we
entertaining.
spend a lot more money. So yeah, we'll go. We have to have a drink. and then shop around. I mean, she is 100% obsessed with shoes. So
Yeah.
we are
Nordstrom
look
Rack.
at us. We're a little different.
Those are definitely not mall walking shoes, but I love them. They're very cute.
If you train for it, you have to train for it.
She
Nordstrom Rack, I have to peruse their shoes.
I'm heading there right after this, actually,
wanna
because
go
I
to
need a new
DSW.
suitcase.
I still
for
have
my
a
trip.
birthday coupon to use. So I'm not going to let that go to waste.
I would always
birthday
do
coupon?
Yeah, what
if
do you
you're
mean?
a member, a
Oh,
VIP
for like a membership.
Yeah,
Okay.
then you get little coupons in the mail. It's very exciting.
Gotta be members of all the things. But I would always do a staycation. I feel like stay at one of the hotels, then you just shop all day, play all day.
That's fun. I haven't done that yet.
Well, yes, Taylor and I have done it. My husband and I have done it. And my daughter begs, she wants to, on her next birthday, they all get to stay here too.
Yes.
Well, it's great to have such fabulous hotels connected. We love working with JW and Radisson Blu. They're fantastic. So let's shift gears. Celebrities. Any fun celebrity stories, either on air at the station or at Mall of America at events? Any fun?
This actually, was it at Mall of America? Gosh, I don't know. Now I can't remember. This is hazy. It was a long time ago when I first started here, and there might still be a restraining order against me with Lenny Kravitz.
Oh my gosh.
Lenny.
We did this.
He's a fine wine.
I have been to Eleuthera looking for him.
I
lives
would
there.
look anywhere for him.
He's
But
beautiful.
We did this lunch with Lenny thing.
did?
I don't think you were here yet.
I must not have been because I would have been mad that I wasn't invited to that.
We invited listeners and we were in this room. That's why I think it was at Mall of America. And they did this catered lunch and he came in and he sat right next to me. We were all at this table. And for pictures, I went like this and I was just kidding and I went to kiss him and we like had a kiss thing. I am not like
Dez.
I'm still.
I think I've seen that picture.
Lenny. Oh yes, I've brought it.
And
up.
somebody
It's-
captured it?
It's very grainy because it was like 23 years ago. But yes,
That is the best story.
That's probably my favorite.
I need to go back to Eleuthera. I know where he eats his tacos. I've been to that restaurant. I've lingered there.
I'm like, you'll eventually see him. A lot
I
littler
don't
than
know
you
if that
think.
was here or not. I don't remember Lenny Kravitz.
You would
here.
remember that.
Yeah, I don't think it.
It was just with just
Was he
with
here for a
KS75
concert?
listeners.
I would
think so.
assume.
It was like the lunch the day of his show, so it would have been like on a Friday.
It might have been because some of those things happen and we don't, if they're not in the common area or if they don't alert us in advance, if it was at a hotel.
You had to
or,
win your.
You need to
way
send
in.
us the photo.
Oh, I
after.
will.
We need this grainy photo.
I will.
I love
Proud
that.
of that sucker. Okay, what
Stacey,
about you?
any,
I'm
yeah,
trying
any
to think of someone from here. It's we've been here so long and so many.
Well, who did? Did we do a thing with Jason Mraz here?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Okay,
Well,
that
I'm
was a
sure
long
he's
time
been
ago.
other places, but
Yes.
we did do an event here
Yep.
with Jason Mraz.
And I love him. He is just the sweetest, nicest man.
He is a sweetheart. And he's such a little tree hugger. Like he loves the world.
I think Ryan and our coworkers planted trees with him at Minnehaha.
Yeah, absolutely.
When he
so
was here, that's what he
sweet.
does.
He does that at
show.
every city. Yeah.
So I need to
that's
know,
amazing.
who do you guys have on repeat right now in your car, on your phone?
Oh, it's time for me to switch it because I'm tired of Pink Pony Club now.
Yeah, that was your birthday theme, though.
Yes, it was.
Mine is Taylor Swift because my daughter runs the music
Mm-hmm.
in the car, and
that
my son.
happens.
So we're obsessed with Taylor Swift and AC/DC.
Oh,
we have a
that's
very
quite the...
yeah.
That's a mix.
Yeah. So it'll go Taylor Swift or Sabrina Carpenter song.
Okay.
And then it goes AC/DC or Jack Black, which is a very also odd thing. But my son sits in the back and goes,
Okay.
Oi, oi. And then he's TNT. So yeah.
Interesting.
So that's what's on repeat in my car.
Very eclectic. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm very Ed Sheeran these days. I
Love
like his
Ed
new
Sheeran.
album.
That was super cool when he came here and surprised us at
that
Lego.
was cool.
That would have to be
So
a
big.
highlight of the celebs that have been here.
I
Because
got
it was
to-
just so organic and
And he
impromptu.
was
And we
such a
didn't
nice
have to do
guy.
a ton of production to get ready for it.
He
but
just
we had
shows up.
It was
Yeah.
so fun.
He is so not fussy. He is the same guy he was before he got famous, and I think he'll never become that diva.
He writes under the radar, interestingly. Like he's famous, but you don't see any headlines for the most part negatively about him. He is great.
He's a good
like
guy.
something to be said about somebody who like marries somebody who went to high school with.
Yes.
Didn't do like
Yeah.
the celebrity thing.
Yep.
Wants his, it's cool.
His friends and family, I think, really keep him from turning into a jerk.
Yes.
Which is great. We got,
is good.
we got to meet him when he first got here and was releasing, I think it was Lego House.
Yeah, he was
And-
not big and famous
Nope.
yet.
and our boss said, "Do you want to interview this guy? They're just dropping the song." And we're like, "Well, I don't know. He's British. It's kind of cute. Got a little accent.
ginger.
Yeah." And I was like, "He's got a big tattoo of a cat. I like cats. Let's go talk to him." So we did, and he was so fun and funny, and we got along great. And then he ended up coming back doing a Live 95 concert for us.
Amazing.
And he had blown up by then.
Yeah.
So, and he was the same shy guy, and it was a treat.
Love it. So, last question before we go into a little speed round is I'm very curious, if the two of you were not in radio, what would you be doing?
Oh my God.
I would, if I could do anything, I know it wouldn't happen, but I would sing. I always just wanted to be a singer. That's why I had to pick something, because my mom, I was just going to hop in my little CRX and move to Nashville as a little gal with a dream.
Oh, that's amazing.
And I didn't.
So I'd be a failed actress, I'm sure.
Yeah, so I'd be a failed singer and she'd be a failed actress. Instead,
Still in entertainment.
we're in radio.
Probably, yeah. Everybody in radio is desperate for attention.
Well, we appreciate you guys staying in radio because we love listening to you.
Thank you.
Okay, rapid fire. SJ, you're in on this as well. So it's just the quick hits with KS95. And so you just literally first thing that comes to mind when I give you the prompt. So, Staci, we're going to start with you. Morning show or night shift?
Oh, night shift.
Dez?
Oh, I mean,
She's done both.
I have. I think with kids my age, morning show's the only way I could do it right now.
And if you had the choice.
If I had the choice, I would do night. Not a morning person. That'd be hard.
Okay, just a night shift.
She ain't fun, I'm telling you.
Okay, Dez, we'll start with you. 90s hits or early 2000s?
Ooh, I love it all. But I think there is a special place in my heart for early 2000s.
Okay,
Yeah.
SJ?
2000s. I will die on that hill.
Okay.
90s. I'm old.
I like that.
I graduated in the 90s, so those are my jams, but it's
Those are my club tunes.
oh yeah. When
Okay,
we were
Sarah.
cool.
MOA roller coaster or Flyover America?
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster.
I have never done Flyover America.
You haven't?
I'm not going to lie, I haven't either.
Oh, we need to get
We'll
you
take
on
you.
that. It is such a great simulation ride across the
I've
United
heard.
States. It's
So that's what I
fantastic.
pick then.
Okay, we're going to get you on there. Okay. Coffee before the mic or after the show?
Before.
Before.
Okay.
Lots
Before,
of
if I had a choice.
Okay. And it should say coffee before or wine after. I have
Oh, yes.
I should have added that in there. Okay. Favorite Minnesota season, Dez?
Summer.
Fall.
Summer.
We're headed right in. We're
I
excited to have
know.
warm weather here in Minnesota. Okay. Most overused radio phrase.
Oh, can I go last?
Yes, you could. I didn't mean to start you with that one.
She's like, I don't know. What about like stay tuned?
I'm trying to
I
think.
love how
What
we
is-
both have the same chuckle.
what does Hutch always say that drives me crazy?
Boy. What doesn't he say?
I know, right? We broke him of most of his habits by spraying him with water. Put it.
You spray them with water. You discipline small children
You
or
might
animals.
need it.
I have to be careful because sometimes I am like too dry and people think I'm serious when I'm not, and I get in trouble that way. But yeah, we sometimes have to throw water on him to get him to stop things.
That is too funny.
I can't think of it. What is it that people say that I hate, that you hate?
I mean, I feel like people aren't as cliche-y anymore. Like, oh, well, like I swear-
Weather on the dies.
Yeah, what are the or like, oh, I've got in the air chair. Take this ride with me on the way home for your live drive. I mean, like, it just isn't like that anymore.
Rhyming, yeah.
Yeah.
If you do hear that,
thought
though, you kind
anything?
of
I haven't.
Okay, we're
I'm
going
a
to go on to the next
pass.
one. Most Minnesotan thing about you. We'll have you start with that one.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm not from Minnesota, but I claim to be a Minnesotan at this point.
You've adopted something.
Yep.
Yes. I feel like the long O's. Like, I feel like it's a little Canadian, but like, I also feel like I've taken on that responsibility as a Minnesotan.
I'm an oper. Oh. Lights turn green. Oh.
I'm all of those things, but I'm also that long goodbyer.
Ooh,
I just
that's a
can't
good
get out
one.
of it.
Yeah,
I just,
that's a good one.
I'll be like, gotta go. Okay, bye. And then then you're standing
20
like
minutes
outside
later.
the porch. And then you're standing by the car. And I'm still
Yes.
talking. I'm rolling my window down. I'm like, just go. I just can't
That is
stop.
so true.
Awesome.
Okay, Staci, celeb that you'd love to interview that you haven't yet.
Oh, Lenny Kravitz.
Back to Lenny. All good things start and end with Lenny.
You know what? You're not wrong. Who would I feel like I mean, I like really love like Lady Gaga and how she's just so herself. It would be cool to sit down and like chat with somebody like that. I mean, or truly like Taylor Swift would be pretty awesome.
John Hamm.
John.
He's pretty.
He is pretty.
I don't know.
Jay.
I don't know if he's very smart though.
I
Also
think
true.
he might be.
I think he also
Maybe.
might be. I'm intrigued.
But when I saw him on the dating game, that clip, have you ever seen that clip?
Old school clip.
Oh God,
Yeah.
it made me ill. I'm like, no, please
no.
don't let that be your personality.
I'm not going to look it up just for my own sanity.
He's like, fabulous food, fabulous place, and I was like, oh boy. Oh,
Cheesy.
I would go with Pedro Pascal. I feel like he is
Excellent.
My daughter would
Chef's
answer
kiss.
that exact the same.
He's so funny.
He is. He seems so like just
down to
cool
earth,
and real.
Yes.
A goofball.
Yeah, he comments on everything on social. Like I feel like he's always being featured as a very down to earth, but
Yep.
like great person.
Okay.
Good call.
Last one, best karaoke song or karaoke. My kids challenged me on how I pronounce it.
Staci and I have karaoke together many times.
Oh yeah, that's too bad.
What's your go-to
Britney
song?
Spears dance. I did it again.
Yeah, that was terrible.
We had been drinking.
Yeah, we had.
My go-to is well, I've got lots of them, but "Hit Me with Your Best Shot," Pat Benatar, or
classic.
"I Love Rock and Roll." But I like the Britney Spears version because it's a little more fun.
Crowd pleasers. I like
and they're
them.
real easy to sing.
Yes. Well, I feel like if you pick a song that the audience will join with you, and then you kind of drowns you out a little bit.
Exactly.
That's like the best songs to go for.
I would go with I Believe in a Thing Called Love. It's not cute. Like no one does it well. If you guys have heard it, it gets really high pitched.
Yeah.
But after a couple cocktails,
Wow.
it's a
Sound
great
good.
time. Mhm.
Okay.
Mine is Amy Winehouse, usually Valerie.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Ooh, she has a really good voice too.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. But when you're drinking, you think you're a lot better.
Yeah, amplified.
And as long as you don't have it on video, that's all that matters.
You just have to destroy everyone's phone.
Well, we've learned so much and just really appreciate you taking the time to join us on so much more. It's great to hear your stories and great to just hear all things about KS95 and what you guys have been motivated and inspired to do over your careers with radio. So just really appreciate everyone tuning in to listen to us today and also watch us. We love having you join our conversations, and be sure to follow Staci and Dez on KS95 on social channels, on air, and join us at Mall of America for all the upcoming events that we host with KS95 because we love working with them and making big impacts in the community. So that's going to do it for today's So Much More. We'll see you again soon. Thanks for listening to So Much More, a Mall of America podcast. Subscribe wherever you find your favorite podcasts. This show is presented by Bloomington, Minnesota Travel and Tourism.